8-Bit Dylan. Time for the intro to my videos. Just make weird noises with your mouth. Previously on Big Brother. In the jury battle back twist, Shovel was able to outswim her competition, securing her another shot at winning the game. Inside of the house, however, tensions were high as PewDiePie went on to win the Codebreaker Head of Household, continuing his reign of power over the house. The Power Alliance in the house needed a pawn to take out PewDiePie's target, and at the nomination ceremony, PewDiePie put up Jacksepticeye and Amy Lee for eviction, with his main target being Shovel's showman's partner. Who will win the power veto today, and will it be used to save one of the two nominees? Find out now on Big Brother. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of YouTuber Big Brother. In the last episode, we had Amy Lee and Jacksepticeye nominated for eviction by PewDiePie, who won the HOH for this week. So the PewDiePie Alliance is still in power this week, and we're gonna see what happens in today's episode involving the veto and the actual eviction ceremony. It's gonna be pretty crazy. As we get further and further into this game, it's gonna get harder and harder to root for people that you want because, you know, at the end of the day, there's only gonna be a final two. And some of your guys' favorites will be leaving this show. I hope you guys know that. Like, it's 100% not rigged. Everyone likes to assume that it's rigged because their favorites might be leaving. That's never the case here, guys. The Sims relationships are what dictate exactly what is happening, as well as their actions in the game because of the twists of backstabs and betrayals. So PewDiePie's main target this week is Jacksepticeye, and I know that Jacksepticeye is pretty excited to see Shovel back in this house, and it would be actually really unfortunate if he leaves right as Shovel comes back into the game, but I feel like Shovel, who she's not the best at making social connections, but because of a lot of the people that she was having issues with have left the game, she might have an opportunity here to make some good key connections to keep Jacksepticeye safe. We'll see. There's also the whole veto competition that's going to be happening today that could also completely switch up what the nominations are going to be. It's still anyone's game at this point. There's Tiffany outside of the jury house. I wish there was a way to keep them inside of their houses without letting them walk around, but sadly there's nothing I can do about that. Before I forget, guys, I need to let you know that next week there will not be any episodes of YouTuber Big Brother because I have the awesome opportunity of going to the Sims camp that's going to be happening at the EA Studios. I'm so excited. The Sims developers are sending me out to San Francisco to meet the developers, to meet other Sims YouTubers, and I'm just so excited to take part in that. So I will be gone, I believe, October 12th through the 15th, and honestly, it's just going to be amazing. I'm going to see the brand new expansion pack. I get to play it. I get to experience some of the cool stuff that's going to be inside of it and figure out some new challenges that I can possibly use for future seasons of my reality shows. So sadly, there won't be most likely any Sims content next week, mostly because Sims content can be kind of hard to make because it takes a lot of time, a lot of editing, a lot of pre-planning. So I will see you again in 2 weeks with another episode of YouTuber Big Brother. Oh my gosh, I keep forgetting that this is their swim outfits. I need to get rid of that. Wait, is he gonna do it? Get it! All right, Jacksepticeye with the backflip. Sadly, I haven't seen a lot of them train their void critters, and they're gonna wanna do that because that challenge is going to be coming up soon where we retest their void critters to see, really, just as I said that, is he about to test it? No way. Girl, that's creepy. Scott, are you listening to me right now? With your same colored pants as your body? That's actually extremely creepy. I did not plan that, guys, I swear. He just, on his own volition, went over and started training his void critter. See, they have the new Day of the Dead thing that's happening right now. And I think that'd be so cool to do, but I cannot let them leave this house to go search for sugar skulls. So that's not going to be happening in any future episodes, but maybe sometime I can make an actual Sims family and just do that on my own, because I love when they do those little challenges. They're actually a lot of fun. Like the Easter egg one, oh my god, it was so much fun. Actually, I have a video of me and Aurelian doing the Easter egg challenge a while back, so if you want to go, you know, watch that, you can go search for that online. Everyone is like into books right now. Get it, literacy, come through. Yes, literature. What is Vixella reading? Oh, Vixella's apparently not reading anything. She's about to put that stuff away. Crisis Barn. Then we've got Lord of the Swings. What was Vixella about to read? She was about to read Reel Her In. Ooh, a romance novel. Ooh. Oh, I need to also state something, guys. So the thumbnail from the last episode totally was not clickbait. I promise you it was not. I completely forgot to show the scene that inspired the thumbnail for the last episode. So if you didn't watch the last episode, it was basically what it looked like Vixella and Jacksepticeye were about to kiss, but that's not what actually happened. Or what had happened was Jacksepticeye was talking with Vixella up in the Zelda room, and he all of a sudden became super flirty. He didn't flirt with her, but he was becoming super flirty. And I'm not joking. The minute he became flirty, Vixella stopped talking to him and walked immediately out of the room. And that's why the episode was titled Revenge, mostly because of the fact that Vixella had previously backstabbed Shovel, and Jacksepticeye was trying to flirt with Vixella, even though he was supposed to be with Shovel. I don't know, it was weird. I do apologize that that scene was never actually put in the episode. I swear it was not clickbait. I just stupidly forgot to add that scene into last episode. Vixella's getting her night swim in. This pool is so gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I want to swim in it. Vixella's in a really good spot this week because her and PewDiePie are pretty good allies in this house. I would even guess that she might even be better allies with PewDiePie than Scott is. But again, I'm not 100% sure on that. Vixella's got an amazing social game right now. She's friends with most of the people in the house. She's not like super good friends, but she's just really good friends with everyone. And that's what you want in a game like Big Brother. Amy Lee, on the other hand, really needs to start worrying because she's not the best at making friends in this house. She's not the best, you know, socialite. Oh, I thought she was about to talk to... I thought you were about to talk to Skelly Bear, and I was gonna get so excited. I was like, oh my gosh, Parker Games would be so proud. But yeah, she's not the best, so she's gonna have to pick up the slack and really start hugging more people, apparently. Now's the part of the episode where I let you guys see some of the awesome artwork that was submitted at hashtag YTBB for this Big Brother series. You guys seriously just keep knocking it out of the ballpark every single week with some of this amazing art that you guys submit. It honestly means so much, and without all the support that you guys have been giving to this series, I wouldn't be able to go on this awesome trip to go meet the developers of The Sims. Like, because of you guys, I got that awesome opportunity, and I cannot thank you enough for it. So seriously, thank you for all the artwork, all the views, all the likes, all the comments, all the shares, all everything that you guys continue to give to the series. And if you want to submit your art for a future episode, make sure to do so with hashtag YTBB on both Twitter and Instagram, and you might see your artwork in a future episode of YouTuber Big Brother. All right, so based off of the nominations, the two have-nots for this week are going to be Amy Lee and Jacksepticeye, as well as one random person selected from those who did not move on to the second round in the HOH competition, which is going to be Scott. So Scott, you are also a have-not for this week. Amy Lee, are you grilling food? She never learns, I swear. Are you burning those? Ew, Shovel, love yourself. What are you doing? Ew, clean that up. This is so cute. Oh my god, look at him. Did you see that? He was like standing next to her with his bare chest and she was just like, oh, they were so close. Oh my God, this is adorable. So cute. So she's doing the whole Marina Joyce thing again and I'm not here for it. Shovel, please stop doing the Marina Joyce thing. This house is a mess. There's like water puddles on the ground. There's half-eaten food. There's just nasty spoiled hot dogs. No, Jacksepticeye, you cannot eat those. No, put that down, Scott. You don't get to eat that. No. He keeps eating it. Aw, Scott's thinking of PewDiePie. Are you now, Scott? That ship. Ooh, he gave him that look. Is the ship still alive? The ship might still be alive. I have royally screwed up all of their sleep schedules. It is currently almost 3 a.m. and they're all wide awake. Whoopsies. The reason why all of their sleep schedules keep getting messed up is because in order to do some of the challenges, I need to set their stats all the way up. So that way they don't stop halfway through a challenge to go use the restroom or something. Sadly, The Sims 4 does not allow you to just raise individual stats. You have to raise all of the stats in order to have them, you know, do something that you want them to. I hope they're excited in the morning though, because that's when we're gonna do our veto competition and learn which one of them is gonna be safe this week. Ooh, Shovel Eye. Oh no, awkward. What is this? Oh no, did they just have a falling out? Oh, this is awkward. Oh, she's just uncomfortable because of all the trash and he's in a bad mood. Okay, maybe that's just their first fight. Guys, is Shovel Eye not real? Oh, but then he just got flirty all of a sudden. And then he immediately went back to being uncomfortable. Oh my gosh, this is like a real relationship. Oh, and then he went back to being flirty. This is a mess. But he wants to talk with Vixella. All right, Jacksepticeye, please don't talk with Vixella when you're like flirty. And now he's uncomfortable again. He is just a whole different range of emotions. I don't think Jacksepticeye knows what he wants. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you just made a... You made such a mess. Oh my God, Kim. So many puddles. She just like cannonballed like crazy. And he's flirty once again. Oh my God, Jacksepticeye. Figure yourself out, sir. And he's uncomfortable yet again. This is actually a mess. Also, he keeps running back and forth trying to talk with people and then just not talking with them by the time he reaches them. I feel like the house is gonna cause him to go crazy. Oh, now he's flirty again, talking with Vixella. Dude, Jacksepticeye, you already have a girl. Why? I swear, every time he talks with Vixella, he gets flirty. You better not be ditching Shovel for Vixella, because I know Vixella's not into you, Jacksepticeye. Last time he tried to get like flirty with her, she like immediately was like, bye girl, and just kind of left the room. I'm watching you, Jacksepticeye. I'm watching you. It is currently 5 in the morning and they are all still awake. At this point, I'm like considering just making their stats all the way back up again, so that way they can have a fresh start to the day. You know what? I think we're actually gonna do that because otherwise their sleep schedules are always gonna be really terrible. So I'm gonna set up for the veto competition and yeah, let's get this underway. Hello everyone and welcome to the veto competition for this week. The Swimming Gnome Sisters have come together to bring you an awesome water slide challenge. How this is gonna work is each of you are gonna individually slide down the water slide, and if you end up successfully sliding down it without face planting or doing anything that causes you to become embarrassed or any kind of mess up at all, you move on to the next round. If you mess up the water slide, you are eliminated. As the rounds continue to go forward, I will require you to do more and more complicated tricks. The last person to survive the water slide challenge will win the power of veto and the chance to save one of the nominations from eviction if they choose to. Now competing, we have Kim, PewDiePie, Amy Lee, Vixella, Scott, and Jacksepticeye, and chosen at random, Shovel, you have been sat out of this challenge. I'm sorry, you cannot compete in veto today. Though it doesn't really matter because Shovel already has safety this week because of the twist. So without further ado, let's do this veto competition. So you may be wondering, why is it all of a sudden nighttime? Well, let me explain something to you very quickly because I am on a time restriction now. I filmed the entire episode of YouTuber Big Brother. I edited it. I was nearly done with it. I was about to export it and render it for you guys. and found out that I messed up the entire veto competition. And so now I have to reshoot the entire thing. So we're going to quickly go through this veto competition. We're going to see who wins and see how the entire week plays out. So I'm going to quickly get into that. I'm sorry for the confusion here. Let's go. First up is Jacksepticeye. All right, Jacksepticeye, he's about to do his trick slide. Let's find out if he can successfully do it. Oh, girl, now is not the time. All right, let's see. Oh, and he flops. I'm sorry, Jacksepticeye, you have been eliminated from this veto competition. All right, next up is Scott. Can Scott do it? All right, Scott does a trick down the trick slide, down the water slide, I mean, and he moves on to the next round. All right, next up is Vixella. Can she do a trick down the water slide? Ooh, she does a cute little 360 spin. Congratulations, Vixella, you're moving on to the next round. Okay, next up is Amy Lee. Come through, Amy Lee. All right, I guess that was a trick. I wouldn't consider that a trick, but all right. Amy Lee, move on to the next round. Come through, PewDiePie. All right, let's see. What kind of trick does PewDiePie do? Whoa, okay, Mr. Fancy Pants. PewDiePie does a pretty awesome trick and moves on to the next round. And last but not least is Kim. All right, Kim, can you do a trick down the water slide? Ooh, and she does the 360 spin. Nice. All right, so you guys all moved on to the next round. I'm so sorry, Jacksepticeye, you have been eliminated from the veto competition. It's time for round number 2. All right, so for round number 2, they're gonna all go down the water slide once again. This time, they cannot do the trick where they kind of slide down their back and they do the weird paw thing at the end of the lane. If they do that, they're also eliminated. So they have to do a trick, successfully do the trick, and not do that trick. So next up is Scott. So Scott, time to do your trick slide. Nice, all right. So Scott successfully slides on down. So Scott, you are moving on to the next round. All right, Vixella, you're up next. Let's see what kind of trick she can do down the water slide. Ooh, she does the 360 spin. All right, she's moving on to the next round. Next up is Amy Lee. Oh, she did the backslide with the weird purr thing at the end. I'm so sorry, Amy Lee. You have been eliminated from this veto competition. All right, next up is PewDiePie. PewDiePie, what kind of tricks are you gonna do? Oh, and he flops. I'm so sorry, PewDiePie. You have been eliminated from this veto competition. All right, Kim, you're up next. Let's see, what kind of trick can Kim pull off? Ooh, she does the 360 spin. Nice. Okay, I think my drivers may have just froze there, but she's moving on to the next round. All right, it's time for the third round. So the next trick that they cannot do is the one where they just simply flip back onto their back and they slide down the water slide. So if they do that trick on top of the purring one, on top of not doing a trick at all, they'll be eliminated. So next up is Scott. Let's see, can you do it? Oh, he did the thing. It froze there for a second. I don't know why my game keeps freezing like that, but he definitely landed on his back and slid down, and that was the trick where you flip over and then you slide down on your back. So I'm so sorry, Scott. You have been eliminated from this veto competition. All right, next up is Vixella. Vixella, get on down there and slide on down that water slide. Ooh, she does the 360 spin. All right, she's moving on to the next round. All right, Kim, in order to stay in this, you have to perform one of the other tricks besides the ones that are banned. Oh, and she does a banned trick. She does the purring. I'm so sorry, Kim. You have been eliminated from this veto competition, which does mean congratulations, Vixella. You have won the power of veto today, and you have the power to potentially take down one of the nominations for eviction if you so choose. All right, so because I've already filmed this entire week of Big Brother, and I've had to refilm it, we're gonna actually get right into the veto ceremony due to time because it's already way past the time that I normally would still be filming for this series. So we're gonna get right into the veto ceremony to see if Vixella will use the veto to save one of the nominations, and then we're gonna get into the votes. Welcome everyone to the veto ceremony. Congratulations once again to Vixella for winning the power of veto. And you can either choose to take down one of the nominations for eviction or not use it at all and keep the nominations the same. So Vixella, how do you choose to use the power of veto? Oh, wow. Okay. In a shocking twist, Vixella is going to use the power of veto to save Jacksepticeye from the nomination block. Wow. Yeah, I was actually surprised. She has an extremely high relationship with Jacksepticeye. Way higher than I thought. That's actually really crazy. So Jacksepticeye, you can step down, and PewDiePie, you will have to renominate someone in Jacksepticeye's place. All right, PewDiePie, as head of household, it's your job to renominate someone in Jacksepticeye's place now that he's been taken off of the block. You can either choose Scott or Kim as the replacement nominee. It's now time to let us know who you choose to nominate for eviction. Oh, and Kim has been nominated for eviction, so that means that either Kim or Amy Lee is going to be leaving this episode. So now it's time to submit your votes. The people that are going to be voting this episode are Vixella, Shubble, Scott, and Jacksepticeye, and we're going to start off with Scott. Scott's thrown Amy Lee and Kim under the bus before in the past, so a vote for either of them would help his game move forward. But who does Scott trust the least? Scott, who do you vote to evict from the Big Brother house? Thank you so much, Scott. Jacksepticeye was really lucky and had the power of veto used on him, so that way him and Shubble are actually safe going into next week. How will this change or influence his votes in tonight's eviction? Jack, who do you vote to evict from the Big Brother house? Thank you so much. Shubble's in an awkward spot. After winning the jury battle back, both of her former allies, Amy Lee and Kim, are both on the nomination block. Who will she vote to evict? Shubble, who do you vote to evict from the Big Brother house? Wow, shocking. You voted different from Jacksepticeye. All right, thank you so much. Vixella's made some pretty big game moves in this house, and taking Jacksepticeye off the nomination block is just another one of those huge game moves. How will she vote tonight to possibly make an even bigger move? Vixella, who do you vote to evict from the Big Brother house? Wow, thank you so much, Vixella. And in a super shocking twist, we have our very first tie of the season. I don't know what weird plans are going on in the Big Brother house, but there is something going on here. And here is how we break a tiebreaker in YouTuber Big Brother. Whoever the head of household is, which is PewDiePie, must break the tie. So PewDiePie gets to decide whether Amy Lee or Kim leaves this game. Again, I am like super shocked right now. This is crazy. It's time for us to reveal the results to the house guests. All right, house guests, the votes have been tallied, and with a shocking 2-2 vote, neither of you have been evicted from the Big Brother house, and we are at a tie. Which means PewDiePie, as the head of household, it's your job to break this tie and send either Kim or Amy Lee packing. All right, PewDiePie, as the head of household, it's time for you to make your vote for who you want to evict from the Big Brother household. Oh, and with that, I'm so sorry, Amy Lee. You have been evicted from the Big Brother household. Oh my gosh, talk about a topsy-turvy, crazy eviction. Oh my goodness. From Vixella using the veto on Jacksepticeye, even though there was no hints at all that that was going to happen. After looking at the relationships, their relationship was insanely high. I don't know how it got so high, but it was. To, oh my god, like the Power Alliance not voting the same way. Scott wanting to get Kim out and PewDiePie wanting to get Amy Lee out. That's a huge shocker. And Shubble and Jacksepticeye possibly not working together. I don't even know what's going on anymore in this house. But I am so sorry, Amy Lee. You have been evicted from the Big Brother house. You are the third member of the jury, and it's time for you to walk outside those doors. And there she goes. Amy Lee, you tried floating your way to the end, and it sadly did not work, and you sunk. But it's time for us to watch as Amy Lee's portrait fades to black and white. And wow, I'm still in shock, honestly. Like, I don't know what kind of plans were being made, who was talking to who, but something is going on in this house, and I can't wait to find out what happens in 2 weeks from now when the next YouTuber Big Brother episode is gonna go up. Congratulations to you guys. You guys are the final 6 in this game. And returning in 2 weeks is the care package twist. So make sure to vote in that poll in the description down below, because the power that's going to be up for grabs is the double veto. How this works is if the person who wins the double veto power happens to get second place in the veto competition, they also will earn the power of veto, and that means that they will be safe from eviction. It's a giant power to have, and there's only 3 people who could possibly win it. So make sure to fill out that poll in the description down below. Vote for who you want to win it. I will see you guys in 2 weeks with another YouTuber Big Brother episode. And until then, stay awesome, stay beautiful, you lovely people. Bye-bye.